So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Cape Fear, 1962. Giving it 5 out of 5 stars. I love this as much as the remake, unlike Adrian, who liked the original much better. The only thing that kind of had me scratching my head was when Gregory Peck was at the bar with Max Cody, Robert Mitchum. Max Cady, sorry. Why did I say Cody? Max Cady. And Mitchum is talking about minimum wage law, but I guess he's being sarcastic because he doesn't want to be paid off. He wants to get revenge on Gregory Peck's 14-year-old daughter. It's quite shocking, and it pushes the boundaries of good taste for 1962, but still the censor board had problems with it, and Martin Scorsese was able to get away with a lot more in the 1991 rated R remake with the rape scene on camera, and the 14-year-old girl was actually interested in Max Cady. I think she's got like a daddy. She's having daddy issues. So is Nick Nolte. He's having some psychological issues. He's going through some marriage problems and cheating on his wife. But Adrian didn't like the remake as much as the original. The ending is spectacular, and they even used the same musical score in both movies. So that was kind of interesting. A lot of bonus features with the director talking about how he didn't like the censorship, and he wanted to get away with a lot more, but he was happy that Martin Scorsese got away with a lot more. He felt vindicated somehow with the remake, and he even was jealous of Martin Scorsese because Scorsese came up with that whole storm scene. The original director thought the storm scene would have solved some of the censorship issues that he was having. The censor board was beginning to crumble in 1962, and they let a lot of things slip on this one, especially when Mitchum starts going after the 14-year-old girl. Hey, little girl wants some candy kind of thing. That was very risque for 1962. But anyways, Mitchum is great. Gregory Peck is great. His ending, tongue lashing of I don't want to spoil the ending, but man, that was pretty decent what he what he said at the end, or right before the end, I should say. I guess I can't really spoil the ending if I say they all jump on a, well, if I tell you the ending, then I will spoil it, but but in other aspects, it's kind of similar. Instead of being the guy who prosecuted Max Cady, he's the guy who testified him as a witness in a rape that he did. So Max Cady, after spending 8 years, 6 months, and 4 days, or whatever it is, in in prison wants to get revenge, of course, on his family. Gregory Peck is a upstanding prosecutor, a ethically uh, ethically monogamous dude. Hey, Adrian's here. Must be like 12 midnight in Australia. Burning the midnight oil, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what time it is over there. Maybe I should look it up. Let's see. 7:31 a.m. Just woke up. I was only off by 7 hours. 7.5. Anyways. Top of the morning to you. Good day, mate. I was just saying how much I enjoyed this. Although I like the remake too. You didn't like the remake as much. So here's the disc if you want to see it. I was showing it earlier. I finally got it yesterday and I watched it today. Morning coffee. Cool. I had my morning energy drink. I don't drink coffee. It's not strong enough. Doesn't have enough caffeine in it. Anyways, so Katie is he keeps like haranguing Gregory Peck. Gregory Peck hires Telly Savalas, the private Kojak, and he's actually got hair about as long as mine. And Kojak is tailing Max Cady. And Max Cady rapes some gal off camera. I didn't really understand what was going on. I thought she was his girlfriend, and then all of a sudden she's like running away from him. Must be a Mike Tyson kind of relationship. But anyways, they can't charge Max Cady with anything because she doesn't want him coming after he has 6 months of jail or whatever it is for rape in North Carolina, where Cape Fear is. It's based on the book called The Executioners, which I've never read, of course. And they changed the title to Cape Fear because Gregory Peck was surveying the coast from Florida up north to North Carolina, and he found this Cape Fear place, so that's what they renamed it. So Katie kills the family dog with strychnine. Yeah, the book might be more salacious than either of the two movies, for all I know. I think you could get away with a lot more in book format than you could in on the big screen back in 1962, or even prior to that. Anyways, yeah, might be an interesting read. Might be leave more to your imagination than the 1962, because a lot of it was censored, and Martin Scorsese had to sort of fill in the blanks in the remake, make it more visual. A lot of the stuff that happens is off camera. Like the rape scene on the boat with the egg. What was that all about? I just saw her back when Gregory Peck was going to rescue her. It was kind of very fast-paced editing in the end. Um, like Gregory Peck will be running around in the swamp, and all of a sudden Mitchum just grabs him, throws away his gun. Oh yeah, First Blood. I saw that in the movie theater. My mother took me. When was that? 1989. Oh, 1985. It must have been. I must have been like 15 years old. Oh, 1982. I was 12. She took me to see it when I was 12, even though it was rated R. I guess she was okay with violence, but not so much nudity when I was 12. But anyways, maybe I'll. Yeah, I'm not going to watch First Blood again. Forget it. You had First Blood on VHS. Cool. Anyways, so at first Gregory Peck. Well, Robert Mitchum starts leering at the 14-year-old while he's drinking a can of Budweiser or something. That's the creepy scene that got the British censors all riled up. You can't show that. Anyways, then they almost get into a fist fight, and then Gregory Peck wants to kill Robert Mitchum. Then he changes his mind and he hires a bunch of goons, Telly Savalas goons, to attack Mitchum. But Mitchum's a big guy; he can defend himself. So, yeah, I'm sure it played on cable a bunch of times. First Blood. Anyways, Rambo First Blood. Then you watch the Alien Nation movie, and the marquee at the movie theater says Rambo 9 or something. Pretty silly. Okay. So where was I? Oh, I was talking about Cape Fear. Got sidetracked with that First Blood thing. Cool. So I didn't really understand what was going on between Gregory Peck and his law and order buddy, but somehow Gregory Peck got off the hook for trying to kill Max Cady. Oh, Alien Nation television show. I was talking about the movie. I don't think I've seen the television show. I've only seen the movie. But they like to drink expired milk. But maybe I'll add the television show to my Netflix queue after I get done with this, just for giggles. I've been trying to add Martin Scorsese movies, not Cape Fear, but stuff like Goodfellas and the Comedy Club, things like that. Yeah, the Alien Nation television show must be pretty bad. I think I'll torture myself anyways, like I did with Wizard of Gore remake. That was actually halfway decent. It wasn't all that bad. But Alien Nation movie I could stand. It was just like, it was pretty bad. I can't even remember what did I give Alien Nation? Now I'm gonna have to look it up on Netflix. See what you did. Alien Nation. I wonder if they even have it on Netflix anymore. Oh, they got the complete series. Oh, I did watch the television show. I gave it 1 out of 5 stars. There's also Alien Nation Dark Horizon. It's a television movie spun from the TV series. I guess that's the movie I was talking about. Yeah, I was disappointed with Wizard of Gore remake. It was just. I think the director was high on drugs or something. I don't know what he was thinking, but none of it made any sense. And the ending was a real bummer. Crispin Glover was just annoying. He didn't impress me as Montag. I thought the original Montag was better in the 1970 version. And he wasn't even chosen to do the part. He didn't want to do it. That's the funny part. But, the ending of Cape Fear. Okay, so I posted the link to the movie and the trailer in the description box, but it's not free on YouTube, of course. I guess people still watch it nowadays because of the remake. I don't know. The remake got the original director all excited, probably because more attention will be paid to the original after the remake. But the Cape Fear scene. So I don't know how Gregory Peck got off the hook for trying to kill or trying to hospitalize Mitchum with those goons, but he gets a law officer to watch the family while they're at Cape Fear, and then he gets Telly Savalas to provide the bait for him to come along. Yeah, that was another thing the British censors didn't like when the goons whipped Robert Mitchum in the stomach with the chains. They thought that was too violent. I guess the U.S. had different standards than Britain at that time for censorship, but anyways. Telly Savalas kind of lures him into Cape Fear where the family is. But the stupid Keystone Cop goes like this or something. And Robert Mitchum figures out where he is, and he drowns the guy. And then he goes after the wife. That was pretty brutal. Of course, the rape scene was off screen, but the lead up to it was pretty brutal. And then he goes after the little girl. That was kind of creepy, quite honestly. The look on the girl's face when he's like grabbing her, and she's terrified of him. There was one scene where she's like at school. He's like, she's running away from him, and she ends up getting hit by a car, but she's only bruised up, and stuff like that. In the remake, the girl is actually attracted to Max Cody. He wants to like she wants to like smoke out with them and this kind of stuff. That was kind of creepy too. But Mitchum did a great job. So did Gregory Peck, of course, especially at the end. That was a great lecture coming from Gregory Peck. Oh, speaking of Wizard of Gore remake, they talk about the ancient Chinese torture where you cut off a finger and then cut off an ear. That's what Crispin Glover was doing at the end of the. He was doing that upside down slicing thing. Remember that? Anyways, pretty cool drowning sequence, but they had to cut a lot of that out of the British censorship decision. Also, too much drowning. How dare you? Yeah, Gregory Peck is a great actor. He's one of my favorites. Same with Robert Mitchum. He's good. I like him. He's good in Out of the Past, right? That was a great flick. Out of the Past. I saw that with my mother. Great noir from 1947. Film noir. Speaking of which, the Karate Man's here. He's in the chat room. Cool. I'm watching Man Against the Mob, the Chinatown Murders. It's supposed to be a neo-noir, but it's kind of annoying with the jazz music. And it's got George Papard from the A-Team in it. So, anyways. Oh, you saw the remake. I really like the remake. Adrian doesn't like it so as much as the original. But I thought both were really good. I don't know why Adrian didn't like the remake, but it's nice talking to y'all. I'm going to finish up Man Against the Mob, the Chinatown Murders. Later.